How and when do you prune Forsythia? Forsythia is probably best known as being spring is here. And I'll tell you, when I drive through the communities, almost everybody has Forsythia somewhere in the garden, around the house, behind the house. So it's probably one of the most common spring flowering plants. It blooms about the same time that daffodils, tulips are just coming into bloom, and they come in a variety of colors. Not only sort of a light yellow, you can see that against the green shirt, but there's deep yellows, almost golds, and there's some varieties that are paler than this. You know, maybe I'll come up with a blue forsythia or a red one. I know people are working on that. And there is a white forsythia. It's a little different than this. But it is an easy to grow plant. I'm Mark Viette. I live in the Shenandoah Valley. But anywhere from, Georgia up to Canada, forsythia will grow. Now, it is important that you prune this at the proper time. There's two ways to prune this plant. This plant has been pruned. It's kind of thinned out. It's kind of open. So in the bright shade here, it can still get some sun. Now, some of us have forsythia that are completely filled and solid. And probably a picture after this, you will see a solid mass of forsythia. Now, it's some forsythia I have in my garden. They've been there for 10 years, never pruned. So what do? You cut it to about completely 4 inches from the ground. You cut it completely and it'll come back. Now, this one's been pruned. Some of the growth is 1 year old, 2 year old, 3 year old, 4 year, and 5 year old growth. The ideal time to prune this is right after they flower. Right after they flower, they produce buds for next year. So if you prune this in the middle of summer, you're probably not going to get great flowers next year. So what you're going to do is find some of the oldest stems, and that's the term thinning out, maybe 1 out of every 5 stems. And if you look here, you can see one of those stems that really is old. It's a lot thicker than this, which is probably 2 or 3 years old. This is 4 or 5 years old. So you're going to come in and you're going to prune this, not to the ground, but close. So this is an older stem, and that's the term thinning out, where this stem would be too young to prune. And as you can see, you look at these and compare them. Let me get a little closer here. And you can compare these. You can see the thickness of these stems. So this is what you wouldn't prune, but you can really see this old stem really doesn't have a lot of flowers. Not like this. This is what you want at the end of your stems on forsythia. So prune them after they finish flowering, and you can enjoy them again next year.